What's up, guys? This is Quante, and welcome back to more Let's Play Donkey Kong Country Returns. And if you can't tell already, yes, this is a re-recording, mainly because my mom drove up in the car, started playing really loud music, and then started blowing the horn. So I needed to go check out what was going on out there, and so I had to kinda stop the recording. But luckily, during that session, I had only gotten this level in particular done, and I was right in the middle of another level that I didn't want to just pause the game and then do a jump cut in. And jump just came out really bad when I was trying to say it right there, but whatever. You know, we're in sloppy sands, because the sloppiest of all sands are here. It's like Sloppy Joe's mixed in with sand, and then you get sloppy sand, because that's what Donkey Kong eats for dinner. Sloppy sand! Part of a complete breakfast. But this level really isn't that bad. It's mainly just going to be based around these squids, if anything. The squids are going to be sort of the main enemy in this game. No, the squids! Yes, the final boss is a squid, you know. That's what we're going for. The Tiki Tak tribe has nothing to do with the banana horde being stolen at all. We're going to be fighting squids. So let's get down to that. No, even though there is sort of a thing with a giant squid later on, but we're gonna get into that later. And it's in this world, not to spoil anything. But hey, you know, I love spoiling something and then saying spoilers after it, because that just means that what I said before was completely irrelevant, because, like, I already spoiled it anyway, so what's the point of saying spoilers? Because I'm a dickhead, that's why. Whatever. I mean, who hasn't played this game? I mean, a few people haven't. I know one person in particular who still hasn't played this game, and he didn't get it because the Kremlings weren't in the game, which I don't really think is a good reason why you shouldn't get the game, but I mean, everyone has their own reasons, and not every reason's gonna seem good to everyone else, so what am I even talking about anymore? I really don't know. But a giant sandcastle appeared, but this really isn't sandy on the inside, is it? It's like more industrial. For some reason, like, sand is being imported and exported inside and outside of the castle. I don't know why. What's the squids doing here? What's the squids doing here? Because that makes sense. Look at all those Eggman's robots! Because grammar is bad and I'm Tails! Ah. No. Okay, well, this level's almost done. Doing a lot better on it than I did the last time anyway. But let's go. Okay. It's sort of hard to talk when I'm, like, continuously shaking the remote, though. Because not that shaking the remote is anything bad, because it actually sort of helps the gameplay, if anything. Like, when you shake the remote and you have Diddy Kong, and you'll do a roll, but if you keep shaking the remote, Diddy Kong will do like this continuous roll, as to where, like, he'll keep on making Donkey Kong into like this big giant ball that you can just roll through enemies with. Sort of like when you're riding Rambi, you know, if you shake the remote, he'll go faster and plow through everything, almost as if you were invincible. And you can do that similar sort of thing with Donkey Kong, and it makes the gameplay a lot faster. And it's sort of why I can't talk at certain times, because I'm just shaking the remote. And I sort of jump when I say things, and it just... bleh. But that's just something that I'm sort of gonna have to get used to. Like this gameplay mechanic, you know, it took a while for me to get used to this. But this R... I need to go back to kindergarten and learn how to talk. Gosh dang it. This is the rocket barrel section of this game. There are plenty of them in the game, and to control the rocket barrel, you have to sort of keep on pressing the 2 button. So to make it go up, you hold 2 like that. To make it go down, you just don't press anything at all. And you sort of have to get used to that and sort of alternate between, you know, pressing the 2 button to make it go up and down, and it's just kind of awkward to do at first, because it seems like it would be a lot easier if it was sort of just like the rocket barrel was going by itself and then you pressed up and down on the control pad. But you know, it adds a lot more challenge to it when you have to do this, you know, rapidly pressing 2 to go up, or not rapidly pressing it, but you know what I mean if you've played the game. Sort of hard to explain, but I don't really know. But this one in particular, this level, it's not really that bad, mainly because I mean, they're shooting cannonballs, yeah, but you have an idea of where the cannonballs are gonna go, and it's not like completely random like some of the other levels in this game, or the rocket barrel ones at least, where stuff is flying at you and you sort of have to get out of the way immediately. But we're pretty much done now, and to get puzzle pieces in this level, you sort of have to just get every banana that you see, and that's sort of a thing. And there's a bonus game right here, just in case you're not observant and you're gonna miss that. And yeah, that's all for that level. And so I already bought the key in the failed recording, and so you're not gonna see that here, but the key does open up the next level that we're gonna be going to, which is sort of over here, Blowhole Bound. And Blowhole Bound is the only level in the game that has the water level music from the original Donkey Kong Country, because this game does have a few recycled remixes. Not recycled remixes, but it has remixes from the first Donkey Kong Country game, and there are no water levels in this game. So this is the only level in the game that has, you know, that aquatic ambience soundtrack. And it's not playing it now, of course, but I mean, like, when we ride a certain someone, it'll start playing that music. Because Rambi is the only animal buddy in the entire game. I mean, I don't know if you'd consider this whale. I don't really know this whale's name. I'm just gonna call him Whale. Duff McWhalin, that's what he'll be called to me. But yeah, he's not really an animal buddy to me. Really, Rambi is the only one that you'll see throughout the game. He's the only rideable animal buddy. So there's no Espresso, no On Guard, no Winky, no Rattly, no Squidder, whatever. None of those guys are in this game at all. Only Rambi, which is sort of disappointing because one of my favorite animal buddies in Donkey Kong Country was Espresso. You know, Espresso is really fast and you can fly with her, or him, or whatever. So it was a really cool animal buddy to have, but he's not in this game, which sort of sucks. I mean, riding this whale isn't anything too bad, but I mean, whatever. And of course, to get puzzle pieces, you're gonna have to go bowling. And it's easier to do this with Diddy Kong, and if you've lost him before this point, well, you're sort of screwed right here, because a single roll with Donkey Kong isn't going to knock all of those over. And, oh, I didn't get a puzzle piece for that. Well, if you want to get prizes, all sorts of prizes, because if you're sniffed enough to win it, well then, good luck. But, oh, there's a puzzle piece, but I failed at doing that. But yeah, to make his blowhole bound, you just slap it with your gigantic monkey hands, and then he'll spew out water. But he hasn't been underwater, so I don't get how, you know, his whole blowhole thing is working. You haven't been under there for long periods of time, so why are you just spewing out water when I hit you? And look at those freaking idiots back there stranded on the boat. Get out of there, man. I'm surprised the elephant hadn't sunk that boat yet, but, you know, giraffes and zebras, they're relatively skinny animals, but that elephant just should have sank that thing. And that's a long gone thing by now. I don't know why I'm still talking about it, but I just thought that was an interesting thing. But yeah, pretty much throughout the entire level, you're going to be utilizing this blowhole and sort of getting it to work in your favor. Almost missed that last letter. That would have been really problematic. I don't want to end up having to redo any levels because I missed a letter for whatever reason. But yeah, we're at 8 minutes, so I think I can keep on going. And, well, I'm hoping there's no audio desync again. It says I've dropped 6 frames. I think that's pretty much normal for Dazzle standards. Zibbing the zobbing and the bibbing and the bobbing, and you don't know what the jazz is all about, you see? Donkey Kong Country is like Jello pudding. You get the cannon cluster, and you get the Jello pudding pops, and you get the bananas and the... I hate myself. I don't really know. Yeah, cannon cluster. This is a really intense level because stuff is shooting at you from the background into the foreground. All this new technology is just blowing my mind, I swear. But I'm really, you know, glad that they took full advantage of that whole 3D engine thing, because it just adds a lot more depth into the gameplay, you know? It sort of reminds me of Yoshi's Story in a way, Because I remember, like, a certain level in that game, you know, there's shy guys, pirate shy guys, and they're shooting cannons at you from in the background, and it sort of reminds me of that. So, I wish more side-scrollers, like the newer ones anyway, would take more advantage of this, because, I mean, it's completely possible now. And foreground and background interaction has sort of been a really cool thing to me ever since I played this game. And seeing it, you know, it's always cool. I mean, there were a few instances of it in New Super Mario Bros. U, even. You know, like when the Koopaling ships are flying, and then you have to shoot a cannon and stuff like that. I don't really know. But it doesn't really take full advantage of it, but there's some instances of it in that game at least. So, I just like seeing it. You know, it's really cool. But yeah, this level was really short. Do I have the... Yeah, I got all the letters, okay. Just making sure, because you never know. You just gotta chill, man. Just gotta chill. So I think I actually am gonna get through a majority of this world in this recording. I'm not really too sure. Hopefully I do, though. I mean, we only have 2 levels left, and Stormy Shore, this level in particular, you know, we don't get along. And if I end up dying, it's just going to be simply because of my own incompetence. Because I end up playing this level insanely fast, and then I end up dying. But, you know, we're going to do it. We're going to do it fast. Wait a minute. No, it's that level. It's not the level I was thinking of. I was thinking of a level where the waves kill you instantly, and this isn't that level. Because if you hadn't noticed before, they're sort of... I'm going to go back and show you, but yeah, this entire rock is an octopus. Or Squidicus, because, you know, squids. Remember how I was talking about how squids dominated everything? Well, I was telling the truth. You know, Squids, he's the final boss of this game. And we're going to fight him in this level. So let's go ahead and see who the final boss is after getting this. It's Squidicus. Haha. And he just ripped that ship to shreds. Everyone's dead on there. I hope it wasn't like a cargo of animals or something. But let's do this. And I swear, that was distracting. I can hear stuff outside, and I think someone's knocking on the door. But like I said, you know, I died to my own incompetence. And that's the first death of the project. And I just did it to something really stupid. But, again, I don't really care. You can make fun of me all you want, Skitflash, but I'm not gonna care in the slightest. You know, I died, I said it. But, whatever. There's Squidicus. And he does interfere with a lot of the stuff that you're gonna be doing. Like, he destroys platforms with his arms, or his tentacles. Because he's Squidward. I'm Squidward, I'm Squidward, I'm Squidward, Squidward, Squidward. But you gotta go fast, man. If you go fast, you don't really have to worry about his tentacles all too much. Unless he just pops out like that. Then you have to worry about him plenty. But he's really trying to kill Donkey Kong. I don't really see how he gets all the way, like, right here, too. It doesn't really seem like there's water. But it seems like they can just put water in any random place and he can just get up and down and whatever. Or maybe he just has levitating powers. That's what I'm gonna say. You know, this squid can fly. He can do things that the other guys can't. Because he's just that unique. And Diddy Kong's gone. I think I can get him back, though. One interesting thing about the DK barrels in this game is that if you throw one and you already have Diddy Kong, it'll just refill your health. Because health is a thing in this game instead of, you know, getting hit twice and then dying. But no, I don't think they're going to give us Diddy Kong back for the rest of this level, because it's already done. If you take too long at this part, though, Squidicus will kill you. His tentacle will destroy the rocket barrel that you're trying to shoot out of. So make sure you shoot pretty much instantaneously when you see the gold barrel. And you'll be fine. And dandy. And I think that's the end of this recording, because we're at 14 minutes, and I know for a fact the next level is going to take a little bit longer than I'd want it to. So, yeah, forward dismissal to anyone who copies Bar's outros.